Hey, welcome to Classic or Crapstick. Got a couple new movies today. One is a classic, one is not. That's, right in the title. Okay, so Star Wars. This is the box set of all six. We're just gonna go with A New Hope here.
Although a big argument could be made that Attack of the Clones is the best one.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's jealous. He's holding me back.
Theme of space films, we got Star Wars, which is kind of the king of all space movies. And then we got Wing Commander, which is the king of no movie. Starship Troopers meets Top Gun in this no-holds-barred battle on the far reaches... on the far reaches of space. A vicious alien race, the Kilrathi, has discovered the coordinates to Earth and is heading there with plans for total destruction. Now it stands between Earth and its new breed of enemy are Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard. So we're dealing with the A-team. This is
top notch.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
So we're gonna put these in the old box.
No.
We're gonna put Star Wars in a similar feeling case, so we can on purpose. I'm gonna get a mix up. I'm gonna do my best.
Do it. Will we get George Lucas or 90210?
Was Freddie P on that?
Wasn't he? I thought that's how he was famous.
90210.
Yeah, no, wasn't it?
He's way too young.
Really?
Fuck. Whoops.
Oh shit, okay.
Alright. Okay,
alright.
Wing Commander.
Alright.
I've seen. Yeah, you know what? This could be fun.
In the final battle for Earth, a team of untested pilots
Lieutenant J.G. Christopher Blair.
Todd, Maniac Marshall.
Lieutenant Commander Devereaux.
is our last hope.
Holy smokes!
So
It's a pretty bad movie.
this is a really bad film. This is one of the very few times, and obviously when you're watching a bad movie, especially with us, we tend to giggle and make jokes and play Settlers of Catan on our phone while watching bad movies. Granted, even then, we had to look up the plot of the movie halfway through because we didn't know what the was going on.
The movie starts out, he is the son of some, you think he's a hero, and then it turns out actually everybody hated his dad. But anyway, he's a just talented pilot, apparently, even though you only ever see him fly once.
No. Yeah.
In the whole movie.
Yeah.
Talented pilot, terrible actor.
Oh yeah, no, that's possibly the worst performance ever.
You think he's right?
He's jealous.
Look, in his mind, I started selling out the Tiger Claw the moment I stepped on board.
He's holding me back.
Oh, shit.
Who do you think tanked the movie harder? Matthew Lillard or Freddie Prinze Jr.?
100% the director did this movie hard. So we did a little research, found out this director actually, so there's Wing Commander video games. He made the games in some way, we didn't really look that far into it, but then he's also the guy who directed this movie, and it really felt like it. Partway through the movie, before we knew this, we were talking about how some of the scenes felt like video game cutscenes.
Gear up.
Battle stations.
Lock on.
Yeah!
And strike back.
That's not bad.
You can just instinctively tell when something's not made right.
Yeah.
Even if you can't put it into words that, the cinematography was off or whatever. Something feels off when a movie's made by a novice director. And this one would be scenes would be shot so awkwardly or takes would go on so long. Like at one point, Freddie Prinze Jr. clearly forgot his lines, but they didn't cut away and then cut back to when he remembered.
We need to show that part.
We gotta show that clip because he says his line and then you see his face.
He freezes for a good few seconds.
And then he continues, but a normal director would just cut to the stars at that point and then cut away
or do another take.
Or do a goddamn another take.
She held together. I love this baby. This is Lieutenant Christopher Blair to any combat ship.
You see, literally, there's one shot where you could tell Freddie Prinze Jr. is just on this platform sitting in a cockpit. And then they have this backdrop of an asteroid beside him.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, he kind of slightly moves like it was on a really jerky hydraulic. A lot of the tight shots, it was just because they couldn't afford more, but that's not an excuse.
Well, no,
it's terrible.
And that's just it. I mean,
a good director would shoot around that somehow.
Yeah, you can find a way, especially if you're working. And the movie's called Wing Commander, which means it's purposefully owning up to some level of cheesy kishness, right? And it's clearly trying to be like, okay, you can be cheesy, and in which case, if you have no budget, a cheesy sci-fi movie can be the most charming thing in the world. I mean, it can be
he just didn't go for it,
awesome.
though.
He didn't go for it. He tried to make this claustrophobic submarine and space movie.
Yeah.
Like grimy hallways filled with pipes and doors, and you hear the ping, 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 and launching torpedoes. And they're trying to make this gritty, realistic thing with no budget, which means those cheesy moments, which should be charming and goofy, just stick out and you want to punch it in the face.
From 20th Century Fox,
Get out! Get out!
I really don't like this guy at all, man.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Saffron Burrows, Matthew Lillard, Jackie Cario.
I got 2 more bogeys coming in hot, 6 o'clock.
And it seems nitpicky, but it's those small things add up to make movies be good movies or bad movies.
Well, especially with science fiction, because you need to build up this fun world and environment in order for people to go along, especially when you don't have any characters to care about or interesting plot to get involved in. You need a cool environment, and this didn't have anything.
Okay, here's a deal for you.
Okay.
I don't always have one of these. I've got $100.
I will.
If you can name one character in that movie,
How long do I have?
you have 5 seconds.
No.
5. We just watched it.
I know.
4,
We just watched it.
3.
What was the Russian guy's name?
2.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Fuck no. I'm not joking. I can't remember.
Okay.
No. What was the Russian guy's name? They start with a C.
Hit it.
I see it.
So Starship Troopers came out, I think, a year before this, and it was similar in that you get all these like young heartthrobs playing military grunts and they fight aliens. It's like it's a dopey movie, but at the same time,
But it had a purpose. Like,
It had a
It
purpose.
was supposed to be dopey.
it's supposedly satirical. I don't really buy into that as much as people say. I think the book was, but the movie I think went overboard. But at the same time, didn't matter. Like the characters are just as corny and bad actors, but you give a shit what they're doing because the bad guys are nasty and evil. All of the bugs, you see them ripping apart people, tearing off their heads, fucking terrorizing things. There's a threat, so you care about watching them shoot people and shoot the bad guys. In this, the villains are non-existent.
That's a good point, because they show the villains. It's very early in the movie, but they show it through security cam footage. You catch like a glimpse of the villain, and that was on purpose. They're trying to, show a little bit and get y'all. And you don't see another alien who is like the main threat of the movie. You don't see them until like 10 minutes from the end.
Yep. And it just looks horrible.
It just looks terrible. These
It's so
weird
bad.
moving plastic masks.
Oh god. It's like Fifth Element took a dump.
But before we go too far on the no budget thing, it had a decent budget. Like, what'd you say?
Okay.
For 99, it was made for
30 million.
30 million.
Let's do some number crunching and find out what that amounts to today.
Cha-ching. Doesn't help us because we don't have the number here right now, but we'll look it up later.
I think it was still a pretty. I think even for 1999, 30 million is probably pretty low budget.
It is, like, how much was Phantom Menace made for?
No idea. Probably like 150.
Yeah. So
I'm guessing.
But the Phantom Menace was terrible. I would still say it was 5 times better than Wing Commander.
Yeah.
The edge of the universe. All hell will break loose. Wing Commander.
I love this baby!
No one cared while making it, and then no one cared when it came out because it made like $2. And no one cares right now watching our review of it because they're like, what the f*** is Wing Commander? This is a stupid movie. It was horrible. So Hey, does it deserve the status of a crapstick?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Forgot to mention the bullet time sequence.
Oh, I gotta mention bullet time.